Good evening, my friends. And it is Tuesday, the 6th of June today. And I don't know about you guys, but I cannot believe how fast this year is going. And I am very happy to be with you this evening. My name is Melanie Miller, and I have been selling Tupperware now for 16 years. And in fact, I just realized today is meant to be one of my Tupperware party days, but I'm actually going to leave that until uh, later. In fact, Friday is going to be a bit of a problem for me. So the Tupperware party this week will be on Saturday morning on my bureau site. So tonight I'm just going to do some simple cooking. So my simple cooking tonight is I'm going to be making a butter chicken, which is something that I've been wanting to make for a couple of weeks, and I didn't have any coconut milk. So I decided.
That's what you told me anyway.
Okay, so Siri, she's always trying to talk to me. So this evening I'm going to make butter chicken. It's it's an easy recipe, and I'm happy to do it. And I need to think about maybe I'll do a Tupperware party on Thursday this week. No, Thursday I can't. We have a visitor. Maybe I'll have to do it tomorrow. Okay, this week is lining up to be a busy week for me. I have Hannah arriving from Toronto tomorrow. I have a friend from Australia who's in town, and we're going to see him on Thursday. And then on Friday evening, I have an event with Susie and Brandon. So that, when those things happen, you sort of like try and organize your life around it, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. So I'm not too worried. Yes, so I will get the jar out straight away so that we don't forget the jar. Okay, so there's the jar. I'm going to put it over here for now. So all of you that know about the jar, as soon as you make a comment, and as soon as you make a comment, your head will go into the jar. So if you don't know what to comment, then maybe you could tell me where are you watching from today. That's always a good one, so that you don't have to say hello twice. Or maybe you could make a comment, all of you anyway. What is your favorite piece of Tupperware? That would be a good comment, your favorite piece of Tupperware. Okay, so what are we going to do today? The first thing we have to do is prepare some ginger. And I've only got a little bit left. So I'm actually going to use all of this. I've got a chopping board here. So Leamington, Ontario. Yes, that's great. Wendy, the chopper and the micro grill. Yep, they are great products. You're absolutely right, Wendy. But today I was writing a story because I'm doing a project with Maria and Mary Pierre, and one aspect of this project is I have to write stories, and it's pretty easy for me. I love writing stories. I love stories. I love poetry, and so I was writing a story today about me when I first joined Tupperware. And when I first joined Tupperware in 2007, I never cooked. Like, I avoided it if I could. I didn't like doing it. I wasn't very good at it. And I really avoided it as much as I could. And for the family, for the cooking, for the meals at night, mostly what we did was use pre-prepared food, like lasagna boxes, or, you could buy all sorts. I mean, there were a couple of things that I would cook occasionally, but I really didn't like doing it. So anyway, I joined Tupperware, and I realized that they were doing quite a lot of cooking. And in fact, it worried me to start with, because I did not want, for me, Tupperware at that time was just about storage systems. It was about the modular mates, it was about the fridge smarts, which I discovered, and the freezer mates. But one day I was sitting in the audience at my Tupperware meeting, and somebody came on and they started to demonstrate this product. And I'm not kidding you, if you had been watching me, you would have almost seen my eyes come out on stalks. Let me just put this away. Because the product that they were demonstrating was this product, the stack cooker. And what this lady did was she stood in front of all of us and she said, you know, you can make a whole meal in 30 minutes using the stack cooker. And I'm like, whoa, a whole meal? Yep, she says. You can do potatoes, rice, quinoa, also, well, they didn't use quinoa back then, but all the sort of filler stuffs, you can put them on the bottom. And then in the middle, she says, you can cook chicken. In fact, you can cook a whole chicken in the middle. And I'm looking at this piece of equipment and I started to think, wow, if that thing works, that would be amazing. Like, that would be so good. Anyway, so I got one. And guess what? I found out that it worked. And so from that day to this, my favorite product is the stack cooker because it taught me how to cook. And it made me realize that, you know, you don't have to be really good at something. You just have to have the right tools. And then the more you practice, then you start to become good at it. And so now I can pretty much make anything in my stack cooker. But not only that, it's taught me how to do other cooking. Okay, I need to get my supersonic. I'll be back in 2 seconds. And I've just noticed it's quite dark this evening. I'm going to put the lights on, I think. Oh, that's a bit brighter. Yeah, so I had to, yes. And Tammy, that's why I like to tell stories because, everybody starts from somewhere. And when I joined Tupperware 16 years ago, I'm 65 now, so not quite 64, but I was at least 48, 49 when I joined Tupperware. And at that point, I was not cooking. But now I love it. I'll try anything now. And I like telling people that story because I think everybody thinks, oh, well, she's okay. She knows how to cook. Not always the case. So if you are watching me now and you can think of something that you do more of now because you now know Tupperware, I would love to know what that is. Okay, I'm going to chop up now the ginger and the onion. Okay, so, it always smells so delicious. And I'm going to put the ginger and the other onion in the top there. Oh, my red spatula is here. Okay, so we're going to put this in. Hang on, I just got to let Killian in. He decided just before I went live that he wanted to go outside, so I'll just let him back in. Come on in, Killian. That's it. So what I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to just cook this for 3 minutes with a little bit of oil and a bit of seasoning. Okay, so that's that. So I'll just get my oil. I need to actually refill my tilt and pour, so I haven't refilled it yet. So I'm just going to use a bit of olive oil, and I'm going to add to it some garlic salt, because you can, if you are making this recipe at home, I would recommend you use fresh garlic. I don't use fresh garlic anymore. It's just an old person's thing, but I do like the flavor of it, so I usually add in some garlic salt. So I'm going to take this now and put this in the microwave for 3 minutes at 80% power. Okay, so while you're here, so I don't forget, I'm making a small meatloaf. Oh, excellent. That's good. I'm glad. More homemade soups, yes. And isn't that the truth, Wendy? And since I bought the microwave pressure cooker, that is something that I love making soups now in the winter. Now, usually when I fill my tilt and pour, I don't fill it right to the top, because it does, I don't know, it does get a little greasy after you've been using it for a while. So I like to be able to clean it, but I do love this for being able to pour out my oil. Okay, so what else do we have to do? We have to measure out the rice, and we have to get the rest of the sauce ready and the chicken. So to make the sauce, I'm going to use the beater rather than the blade. And the first thing I need for the sauce is a can of coconut milk. So I'm going to open this up. Your favorite soup is oh yeah, that's delicious. That's very Quebecois, onion soup and cheese. Actually, it's very French. When I've been in Paris, I've had that too, and it's absolutely delicious. Okay, so when you open up a can of coconut milk, often it's got a solid on the top. This one actually is not too bad. It's pretty easiest to come out. So that's my coconut milk, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of Thai red curry paste. There we go. And we're going to mix that all together, and like it's the easiest sauce to make. I would really like to make it from scratch. I know Maria does. I just need to get a recipe and follow it. So there we go. So now I've got my pinky colored sauce, which is my butter chicken sauce. So I'll get my onion and ginger, and let's also get out the chicken so I can start coating that in those. Okay, so I just tipped out some of the extra water from the chicken. So there's my onion and ginger and some spices. And why do I do it? I pre-cook it like that because whenever you use onion, if you don't pre-cook it or caramelize it, I'm not caramelizing it totally here, but what I am doing is cooking it enough so it starts to release the sugars that are in onion. And so then instead of having a bitter taste, the onion ends up having a nice sweet taste. So I'm going to put, you see, I've defrosted today some chicken so this is about 2 chicken breasts worth. And having it all cut up and ready to go really makes it easier when you come to cook it. So what I tend to do at this point is I actually try to coat my chicken in the onion and ginger mix so that it starts to pick up those flavors. Right, I need some black pepper. And put the black pepper on. Okay, if you have a stack cooker like me, which is the one that you use in 3 layers, what is your favorite thing to make in it? What is your favorite thing? For me, this is one of my favorites, butter chicken. But I like making peanut chicken as well. I also like cooking a whole chicken, making beef fiesta. I really, really love this cooking system because whenever you cook meat in it, the meat ends up being super, super tender. So now I'm just going to pour my sauce on here. And because I mixed it in my supersonic, it's quite nicely aerated, right? So it's got bubbles in it, so it sort of makes it lighter. So, and it just about covers my chicken. So that is that finished. Now, when I cook it, at the end, I probably, once it's finished, and I'm going to cook it probably for 24 minutes. Once it's finished, I take it off. I remove the rice at the bottom, and I'll add in some frozen vegetables into the middle section, cook it for another 3 or 4 minutes so that I have veggies in this as well. And, you know, if I wanted to, I could put the lid on like this and make a crumble and cook that on the top at the same time as I'm cooking the butter chicken, and there'll be no flavor transfer. But today I'm going to cook it the right way up. So as a lid. Okay, now I need to get my rice in here. So I love basmati rice. You've not made it in a while. Okay, lasagna. Okay, but you don't make that in a stack cooker. You haven't done a full meal in it, Wendy. We're gonna have to get you live so that we can do some cooking together. Keep talking about it. We just need to get on and do it. Okay, so 1 cup of rice. Wendy's like me though, she's just got her and her husband at home. And so sometimes we go, don't we, Wendy, for things that we know well. Okay, I'm going to add in 2 cups of water. Okay, so I know that I've cooked this many, many times. And if I was going to eat this as soon as it was cooked, I would only put 1 3/4 cups of water because that's plenty for the rice. But because I know that Alan is going to be late and I have a meeting at 6:30, I'm probably not going to eat this till after 8 o'clock tonight. I'm going to put in 2 cups of water just so that my rice doesn't get totally dried before we come to eat it. So I'm going to add into the rice and water a little bit of salt. And then I put my second layer on the top, and I cook my rice, my chicken in the microwave. I'm going to cook it for 24 minutes. My chicken will be absolutely delicious, I know, because it works every time. And the rice will be to perfection because it always works in the microwave. And so that is it. You are smelling the smoke here in Laval. Okay, I'm not really sure what you're talking about, Linda. So please don't overtake my life with some horrible story. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm just in my own sweet world here. I'm just talking about butter chicken. And if there's anything else happening, let it happen, and it can be discussed elsewhere, but not here this afternoon. So I hope you're all having a fantastic afternoon, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And I'm going to look forward to eating my butter chicken and rice. So in response to Ingrid, I don't know what Ingrid said. I must have missed that comment that Ingrid said. What did Ingrid say? I can't eat Ingrid. Who's smelling this? Okay, I'm not sure what that is about, Ingrid or Linda. So I'm, like I said, I've just been working all day in my own little world. And so I'm about to take the dog for a walk. So if there's any smoke, I'm probably going to smell it when I go outside. So I love you lots. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me this evening. I will try and remember to post pictures of this later. And we have unboxing tonight at 9:30, which is always fun. So by then, Linda, maybe I'll know what you're talking about. So, and Ingrid. So have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now, everyone.